So today I wanted to play with some makeup, specifically some Huda Beauty products, because she brought out a couple of new things. I wanted to share my thoughts with you and also just have fun with makeup. So we're gonna sit back, relax, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get right into this tutorial. I hope you like it because woo! Done it myself. First, I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow primer, and for that I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. Nice little generous amount. I'm gonna set all that with some powder so the shadows have something to blend into, because usually eyeshadows, like just the regular ones, they tend to skip, so trying to avoid that. I'm gonna go in with the matte melted shadows. These are so, like, I love the concept of this. So on one side, if you don't know, you have matte, and on the other side you have shimmer, and one side had the matte side, it's like applied with a doe foot applicator, it's liquid, and then you blend it into a powder, and then on the other side you have the shimmer that's like, you know, full on, you don't need to wet it or anything, and it's like quite impactful. So first gonna go in with a double pump latte. When it came to these shadows, they're like more colorful ones, but I stuck to shadows I tend to, you know, wear. Like I'm kind of like into more like neutral nudes and stuff like that. Big fluffy brush, and just really blends in nicely. And one thing I love about it, it's like it doesn't dry super duper fast, so you actually have time to work the product. Like you don't need to do one eye at a time. That's what I mean. Then I'm gonna go in with this palette. It's the Rose Gold edition. This is the first one that ever came out. And between you and I, it's not the best. Like the formula is like, it's okay-ish. You just need to like, I feel like it needs extra work. And I'm gonna go in with the color Cocoa over here and apply that to my inner and my outer corner by just tapping it into position. It looks crazy right now, but hopefully you should look good afterwards. And just blend that. Go in with this color Do Not Disturb, which is like the shiny side of the Room Service Do Not Disturb duo, and I'm just gonna apply that to the center. I like that a lot, actually. So I will say this, if you're sensitive, if you have like really sensitive skin and your skin around your eyes is super sensitive, just note that the shimmer side of like every matte and metal melted shadows, they have like this little stinging sensation, but it's nothing too drastic. Like you have it like upon application, then you blend it, it dries, and then it leaves, but it doesn't stay stinging. It does layer nicely, but I do advise that you use like some kind of like synthetic brush if you want to like pat it into your skin so it doesn't like skip or anything. So that's like my advice when it comes to the shimmer sides. Create a thin wing using the Too Faced Better Than Sex liner. This is like my new fave. And just really close to the lash line as I can get. There you go. Let's move on to the face. I'm gonna go in with the Versailles Unicorn Essence. I'm gonna use the Full Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation by Huda Beauty, and this is in Brown Sugar. This is like more of my summer shade, so we're gonna go in lightly and just dot that. And because it's so full coverage, I need to mix it in with something to like kind of like shear it down. I'm gonna go in with the beauty blender and just do this. I realized like I cannot use this foundation on its own because it's way too drying otherwise. And another thing that bothers me a lot about this product is like the amount of perfume she insists on adding to her products. Like, sis, it's not necessary. I guess it goes with the branding or whatnot, so you know like you're using a Huda Beauty product. But this, if you're putting 10 drops of perfume in there, please just put 2 or 1 and it's gonna be enough. So there you have it. Perfect skin. Honestly, like this is a nice foundation, but if like me, you're dry skin, you want to mix it in with something like an oil or like some kind of like serum or something and just like dot it on your face and just like blend with a beauty blender. Otherwise it's like too heavy and it cracks and it's like quite drying. But for sure you have full coverage. Like look at that, flawless skin without a doubt. But this is how, if you're dry skin like me, you can make it work, and it looks really good. It doesn't look, you know, it's not heavy on your skin. And also use a sponge as well. Fine. I'm back to the beauty blender, guys. I didn't realize, but I actually missed it a lot. I love me my Juno sponge, don't get me wrong, I love it so much, but I was like, let me go back to beauty blender real quick, see what's good. And I actually really missed it. So that is that for the skin. For the first time, I'm going to be using her the Overreacher concealer. I've heard so many good things about this. A lot of people love it because it's super high coverage, it does not crease, yada yada yada. And I took the color Granola. What I love about it is like it has this kind of like skincare eye cream applicator. I'm just gonna dot it because I hear it's super duper full coverage, so we're gonna just dot and see what gives, and if we need to add more, we'll add more. Again, beauty blender. Could probably go with more, definitely. That looks really, really good, right? So I'm gonna go in with some powder, and first thing I'm gonna go in with this Born This Way setting powder. It's like in a kind of like universal banana color. Press that into the skin. And you're gonna ask Elma, but she has setting powders, why don't you use hers? I'm like, I will, but we're getting there. And I like my sponge to be like really, really damp, so like I'm pressing in like the product like really into my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking Setting Powder, and I got it in the color Cupcake. And Cupcake is kind of like this pinky tone powder, and I decided to go for that because all my other powders are like banana, and I didn't want to add like an extra like banana like light color to my collection, and I wanted to go for something pink because who did I get this from anyway? Same skin tone as me, and she uses like a pink powder to finish up, so it like really brightens the under eye, and I thought that that was a pretty neat trick. And if you look at like the KKW like setting powder thingy, it's like you have a setting powder and you have like a brightening powder, and this is gonna serve as my brightening powder, and the brightening powder is a little pinker, so I'm just gonna apply that there. So look at that. Look, ooh, child. And since I applied the, you know, like the banana, the neutral color, the one that's for my skin tone beforehand, it doesn't, you know, look at that. It's so freaking bright. I'm here for this. And really just press that into the skin. Look at that. So bright. I'm gonna move in to one of like the really newer things that she came out with, and it's the Tantour. And TBH, that's what made me check out Huda Beauty products. Because I kind of had a little hiatus with Huda, and now I'm back. I got the Tantour, and this is in medium. I think it comes in like 5 shades, and there's a brush. I usually don't buy the brushes with it, but this looked legit. And plus, I'm also not into like double-sided brushes at all, but this I was like, let's see. Go in with a smaller side, and just think this should be enough. And from experience, a little goes a long way. I'm just gonna apply that there. There, apply that there, my 5 head. And I'm gonna attack the jawline later, and then we're gonna use this side and just blend it, and it just blends into the skin like no man's business. I really love this. It kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, in the sense that it just blends into the skin really like effortlessly, and I really like that a lot. I did bring this a little too high, but we're gonna make it work. And this color is actually like so perfect. It's not too red, so perfect for contouring, and it's not too like cool, so perfect for bronzing. Might go over again with like some kind of bronzer, because you guys know me, I like using bronzer like last. Okay, this is looking a little muddy over here. Ooh. What is going on? What's going on here? What is this? What's going on here? I really like this brush, by the way. Also, this product does not have any perfumey scent, so good on you, Huda, if you're, you know, taking down this whole scent thing. That's a good thing. And I haven't dipped back in. One of my other videos, I didn't blend out my contour here properly, so fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I'm gonna dip back in. Yeah, let's just put that there. There you go. This foundation, I don't need to powder my face, so I'm directly gonna go in and spray my face with some kind of like Fix Plus. Okay, so I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. But what I did was apply cocoa that's over here on my bottom lash. And then I applied some liner, and I'm using the Marc Jacobs highliner in black. And now I'm gonna go back to the rest of my face. Move into blush and highlighter. Huda doesn't have any blushes, and she does have highlighters, but I don't really like them. So I actually had like the desert sand something highlighter, the quad thingy, and I ended up giving it to a friend. So I'm gonna be using the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector in Prosecco Pop and Pamplemousse blush. For highlighter, we're gonna be using Prosecco Pop. It's like one of my favorite BECCA highlighters. Do you guys remember when BECCA highlighters bronze just a little bit. And I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush and my NARS Casino bronzer. Before getting to the lips, I have a question of the day. I want to start doing this so we can like interact even more, and I want to know, what is your song of the moment? Like, what's on repeat constantly? Just comment below, don't say anything, just write the name of the song and the artist, and let's have that little thing between us. So for me, my favorite song at the moment, constantly on repeat, is I Don't Care by Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber. Oh my god. It's such a sweet song. So yes, tell me in the comments, what is your favorite song of the moment, please. I'm first gonna line my lips with Whirl by MAC. So for the lips, I'm gonna pick out of my Huda Beauty stash. I think we're gonna go in with the color Bombshell. And I'm gonna go in with Spice Girl. Now I'm gonna set all that with my all-nighter set spray. And last but not least, some mascara on my little lash line. I always forget to do this on camera, yo. There you go. I'm gonna do something about this hair and I'll be right back. There you have it. That's my finished look. I do hope you like this look because I had so much fun creating it. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you're notified when I have new videos, and also check out some of my other videos. I hope you enjoy them, and I will see you in